Do women really think they can fight men and win?
I am so ready for the day when a large, massive, angry, raging mob of women kill these motherfucking men.
Whoa, that escalated quickly. But a mob of raging, angry women? Okay, let's see where she's going with this.
With their bare hands.
What? Did she say with their bare hands? That's...
I'm ready for the day. I'm willing to lead the charge. Okay, ladies?
Ooh, that's just terrifying. I mean, could you imagine black, Hispanic, and white men are gonna be when a pretty little white lady runs up on them? Ooh.
These men can't live in the world that we're building, which is...
World that they are building? Last time I checked, men build literally everything that we use in my city. In most big cities, California, New York, Detroit, Chicago, Vegas, men built all of that. What state are they building anything again? That one all-female island, if I can find the videos, I'll bring it up. From my understanding, even their own women-only island was built and maintained by men.
Why they need to be tortured, beaten, and destroyed.
Oh, whoa, all right there, Freddy Krueger. Tortured and beaten? First of all, tortured and beaten are kind of the same thing. Second of all, how do you think that's going to actually work out, honey? I don't know if you've noticed this, but men are kind of built like a unit. We're sort of like a brick wall. Have you ever tried to, I don't know, fight one of us before?
Destroy. I want to see some shit like June pulled at the end of The Handmaid's Tale when she had that angry mob.
Oh, I understand. I see what's going on here. See, this woman watched the Hollywood, and if you've noticed, since about the early 2000s, Hollywood has been pushing this idea in their movies that women are physically strong action heroes. And this has caused a generation of women under 40 to start to believe that women's physical combat power is comparable to a male's, but it is not at all.
Women in the woods and they destroyed Fred Waterford. Okay, I'm gonna show a clip and remind you what we're capable of.
Notice she's gonna show us a clip of a movie to remind us men what they are capable of. My mother was like this. She was very physically abusive, and she actually never stopped attempting to physically abuse me, even when I was in my 30s. But the funny thing is that, once I became a teenager, she really couldn't hurt me, and this frustrated her greatly. But it was never sadder than when I was 30, and for whatever reason, she was so angry because I was ruining her delusions that she cocked her arm back as hard as she could and punched me square in the face. This was just a straight hook, and my body didn't dodge it because I guess my body just didn't sense that it was danger. And the sad thing is, she hit me with all her might and she couldn't even budge my face. She actually hurt her hand and almost broke her finger, and I had to tell her, I held her hand gently without any anger, and I reminded her that I am a man and she is a woman and she doesn't have the strength to hurt me, that she was embarrassing herself and that she was better than this. And my mother looked just completely defeated and embarrassed and walked away. Run? Okay, yeah, let's talk about running. I think this woman thinks it's going to be some kind of epic fight between men and women. Men are going to beg. First of all, men are not going to beg. We're going to laugh. Second of all, run is a great idea. If a mob of angry women came at me, I wouldn't fight them because that would be beneath me. I just jog away at a casual pace. Women are so incredibly slow. Now, we mostly walk around all day, so women don't really notice this, but they are so slow compared to us, it's not funny. When I was in high school, all the boys didn't necessarily know how to flirt, and the women didn't really know how to flirt either. So the men were always, teenage boys They'd always flirt with the girls by showing off all their physical abilities. We would always have to do the track meet, you know? And what I would do is I would find the prettiest girl during the track meet as we're trying to run the fastest as we can. And I would keep up with her, but I would run backwards. I would tell her to run as fast as she could, and I would keep up with her ahead of her, running backwards, just to show her how manly and just how athletic I was. And this is one of the games that we would play. And it would be a fun little flirting tactic because I would be running backwards the entire track, still faster than them, just to show them how superhuman I really was. This woman's little video about the guy run. First of all, men don't beg. Second of all, he can just run. He can outrun all of you very easily.
I also took a self-defense course a couple years ago.
Oh my goodness, she took a self-defense course. Look, I'm not trying to hate on women that want to learn self-defense. It can save your life. But these self-defense courses, in my opinion, controversial. I think they're getting more women hurt than they are saving because they're putting the delusional idea in a woman's head that she can fight a man. My mother always thought she could fight a man, and I always had to get in the way of her fights with men because I knew damn well she could not fight a man. Every single guy she thought she could fight, she thought she scared them. These guys just didn't want to hurt her. She didn't scare any guy ever. She thought she scared my father. She would attack him. She would throw boiling hot water on him. My dad could have broken my mother in half in under a minute. She just didn't want to do that. He didn't want us boys to see him being abusive. That's it. I took her abuse just because I didn't want to hurt my own mother. They often think they're strong, but they're not. You know, I had this friend. She was a Latina friend, very small. She used to brag. She was a feminist. And she would always brag about her self-defense courses. And, back then I was a simp, so I'm trying to hit on her. I'm like, oh yeah, you're strong. You do this, that, and the third. But one day we were drinking and I was, intoxicated. And I realized that she really believed this stuff. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to tell her the truth because I can always hit on a different girl. I said, look, I know you think you can fight us, but you really can't. If you ever get in a fight, like if you ever get in a dangerous situation with a man, use one of your little moves you learned to surprise him and then run. Like just pepper spray and run. Don't do a speech. Don't try to win. Scream for a man. If I'm in the vicinity, I will help you. I know y'all laughing at me. Smack. Look, I was a simp back then. I won't do that anymore. But I was trying to warn her that you can't actually fight a man. Like even if you kick us in the balls, this idea that, oh, we're going to be so hurt, we won't be able to fight. That's not really true. We can still fight. It's just you have to be so angry and full of hate and desire to destroy to get over that sense of pain. And in a fun, playful situation, if someone kicks you in the balls, you don't have the hatred to get over that pain. But if some psycho is coming after a woman, she can stab him, she can claw him, she can bite him, she can kick him in the balls. None of that pain is going to be enough to stop him.
And ladies, if a man wants to try you, this is how you fight, okay? This is how you make a fist. Thumb over the fingers, like this.
Wow. She's learned how to make a fist. Yeah, everybody knows key to winning fights against stronger opponents is learning how to make a fist. That's all you need to know how to do.
Boom!
That is literally how my mother punched me. Just like that. And it had no effect at all because she did not have the strength to hurt me. And she's trying to train other women to fight men. Does she, let's keep it fair, right? Race, let's just keep it within the race. Let's say she just has to fight her own men. She gets to fight Chad. I don't care how much us black men, and try to say, oh, we're more physically athletic than white men. I've always said that white men are very strong because I've had to fight them, and I've had to fight blacks, and I've had to fight Hispanics. And the men I hated fighting the most were black and white banks. They are the physically strongest. She thinks she's gonna fight Chad, and this is gonna take Chad out. That's not gonna work. Chad's face is like punching a mountain. The thing I hate most about fighting white men is just how thick their bones are. It's like punching a brick wall. The most terrifying thing about fighting a black man is how fast we are. It's like fighting a tornado. This technique is not going to work on either of those men. And don't even try, Hector.
Boom. Okay, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Okay? Fist. Like this. This is how you fucking punch a motherfucker. Alright?
And I know you guys are laughing, but this advice this white woman is giving other women is dangerous. And while white, Hispanic, and Asian women are smart enough to understand to keep this stuff on the internet, we know Becky's not going to go out there starting fights. Keisha, the volunteer crash dummy of the sisterhood, is the only one dumb enough to go out there in the real world and try to take this advice seriously. I'm going to show you guys how dangerous it actually is when women listen to this poisonous advice, walk around with this hatred in their heart, and actually try to confront men in real life.
All right, y'all, so I'm in my rig right now. I need social media to do its thing and help me find out who this guy is. He was upset that I was backing into a parking spot that was right next to his...
Notice the septum ring.
Atrocious rig. And yeah, he was upset about that. And then he was just staring me down as I was in my car. So naturally I get out and I start filming.
Notice a man was quote unquote staring her down in the safety of her car. And she says naturally she has to get out. What did she think she was gonna do?
Towards the, you'll see the video, but towards the end, I grabbed my pepper spray about that, and then he was just staring me down as I was in my car. So naturally I get out and I start filming. Towards the, you'll see the video, but towards the end, I grabbed my pepper spray. I didn't cock it. I didn't do anything. I held it in my hand. It was closed. It was like by my thigh, because I'm very, very short, whatever. And then he pulls out a knife and says the knife is going to be going into my neck if I spray him with pepper spray.
Wow. Hey, black men are so dangerous, right? Guess the race of the man who just gave this threat to her. I'm not racist, but I am racial. And I love to talk about the racial differences between doing the exact same thing. Guess what race this guy is?
Anyways, y'all, let's do social media justice. Please help me figure out who this guy is. He was also asking if I was even legal in this country, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, let's do it. You just stare at me. Can I help you?
Look at Chad.
Go ahead, leave that vehicle alone for a little bit.
Excuse me? What did you say?
Heard me?
I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't. What did you say?
You're not too complaining this game. No, Eric's actually a friend of mine.
Yeah, and you're harassing me. Look at you. I would be embarrassed.
Black men. He said, hey, you know XYZ is actually a friend of mine. He is casually throwing out there something that Keisha's don't understand. He's letting Keisha know, hey, I'm surrounded by friends and allies. You know that, right? This reminds me of that Ashley Janae situation where, what's his name, Joe McCain took her to an island where he knew the hotel owner was his buddy. Look how Chad acts when he knows he's in controlled territory.
I would be embarrassed. Look at you. I would be embarrassed. I would be embarrassed. I would be embarrassed. I would be embarrassed. I would be embarrassed if I was you. I would be embarrassed if I was. I'm in my parking spot. We can play this game. That's no problem. There's a fucking woman. Yeah.
Look at her, getting in his face, walking around. She actually thinks she's intimidating, but she's about to find out.
I got it. Okay. Yeah, fucking blue hair thing. Look at you. Look at you. You look like a caveman. Jesus.
Watch that mouth, Keisha. You know, Keishas, they will curse out a black man and we would just, we'll let them get away with it. But white men aren't. Watch your mouth, Keisha. And look how he's about to start responding to Miss Talkative over here. This is what I suspect happened to Ashley Janae.
You're a caveman. Jesus.
So it's called a job.
You have a job? You have a job? How about you fix your mirror if you had a job? Yeah.
Yeah, what do you do?
Why don't you fix your mirror? Hmm?
Where are you from?
Fuck you.
Is it legal here?
Oh, you're gonna play that game?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're gonna do that?
I don't know people there too, huh?
You're gonna do that? Let's do it. You're gonna go viral. Let's do it.
To?
I don't give a fuck who I'm talking to. Yeah, you're gonna go viral. Oh wow, let's play that game. Let's do it.
You got pepper spray, I got a knife. You see that?
And there you go. Look at Keisha. She decides to keep escalating the situation. Instead of just waiting in her car like a sane person, she's out here listening to this white woman thinking she can go ahead and fight a man. And I bet you this blue-haired nose ring, septum ring having Keisha has a divester mindset. She actually believes that white men are gonna feed her lobster and pasta. This guy just put out a box cutter.
Are you threatening me?
Are you threatening me? You got pepper spray, I got a knife. You see that?
Are you threatening me?
Are you threatening me?
I'm allowed to hold pepper spray. This is a free country. Are you threatening me?
If you spray me, this is going in your neck. You understand that?
Oh.
Wow. He said, if you spray me, this is going into your neck. Now, this is a strong looking Chad. He doesn't look like he's super tall. Compared to that Keisha, he's probably average height. But look at how built he is. He could easily overpower this woman with his bare hands if she decided to attack him but he doesn't want to. He wants to go to the knife. This is a man looking for a reason to end Keisha's life. And one of the reasons I think men are so willing to get violent with Keisha is because they understand that there's a huge conflict between black men and black women. And they know full well that they don't have to worry about black men coming after them anymore. That ship has sailed. They know that if they attack Keisha, we're not going to do anything.
Okay, yep, I'm calling the cops. Are you threatening me?
Spray me, this is going in your neck. You understand that?
Oh, okay, yep, I'm calling the cops. Yep.
Look at her running away, which is smart.
I didn't threaten you, it's on camera.
Yeah, run, Keisha, run.
Wow.
What happened to that battle cry?
Please do. Please do. Please do.
What happened to beating men, huh? Nah, not so easy, is it, Keisha? See, blue-haired, septum ring wearing Keishas who listen to this violent anti-male rhetoric from these angry, bitter women, they get a big head thinking that they can actually fight men, because when they think of a man, they think of Ned Fulmer from the Try Guys. I don't know if you remember the Try Guys. He's a small little guy like Akash. He used to brag about having the testosterone levels of an 80-year-old man, and he used to brag that his wife could beat him up. They think of men as these sad, pathetic new males they can easily control. They're often into the sex work. I keep pointing that out because it's so prevalent now. And a lot of times Keisha's into sex work, these angry, bitter women into sex work. The only roles they can fulfill are these dominatrix roles, these financial domination roles, where these men act pathetic and weak and they berate these men and they get a big head about it. But those weirdo men are freaks, okay? They're not a good representative of the average men. Those are beta males. Those are males that are detested in mankind, and you rarely see those men walking around. But notice when they finally get their wish to fight a man and they see that it's about to become a real fight, they don't want that smoke. All of a sudden, I didn't see any anger in her towards that last second of the video. Now, all I saw was fear. She was afraid that this guy was going to actually do something, and he looked like he was going to do something. And she was right to run away because she was not going to win that fight. Now, let's get back to the white lady in the original video. The reason I'm making this video is because this mental illness has to stop. If any woman is dumb enough to attack a man, she's going to lose. And I'm going to read the comments because you would think that women would look at this crazy woman and try to correct her. When a man says something insane, other men usually try to correct him, but instead the women are goading her on. Jen Beams with the rainbow community emoji says, I have been training in MMA for over a year now for this very reason, bicep curl. She wants us to believe that she's been training in MMA to fight a secret war against men. Women just be lying on social media. Well, tell me, honey, in all your training, have you actually ever defeated a man in an MMA fight before? I don't think that has ever crossed her mind that before she can brag about her MMA training, she'd have to at least have some success. Pearl writes, I've been shredding in the gym and I'm effing ready. Now your King in Yellow doesn't swear because I realize being able to get your point across without swearing is a sign of wisdom. And it's been very difficult to stop, but I am doing my best. But this woman thinks that because she's been quote unquote shredding in the gym, which is what men would just consider working out, that she's ready to fight men. When she's in the gym, is she lifting anywhere close to the amount of weight that the men are lifting? Because if that answer is no, why would she think she's ready? Now, the next comment is from a man, Jay Scooch, and he's going to ruin her little delusions with reality. And he lets her know that you'd have a better chance at winning the lottery than taking me down, even if you were raging and I was laughing. Which is exactly true. A man could win a fight with a woman with one arm tied behind his back, hopping on one leg. He wouldn't have to do anything other than grab her with his free arm and fall on her. The next comment is wild. It comes from Michelle, and she says, I'm an angry mom, I'm in. If you are a mother, why are you going to go around picking fights with men? You know, a lot of single moms, I'm just imagining that if she's an angry mom, she's a single mom. And a lot of these women don't seem to care too much about their kids because how is this going to make your kids safer? There's a reason superheroes wear a mask, because they want to protect their families from angry villains. If she picks a fight with some psychotic man, and she's a mother with kids, and then she loses that fight, which she obviously would, if that guy's evil enough, who do you think is going to come after next? She's just lucky that most men are sane, and if some angry mom with 2 kids behind her back starts trying to start a fist fight, these men are just going to walk away. But that man's self-control is not this woman's victory. He just feels sorry for the kids. Jewel the Witch says, yes, queen. That's another thing. A lot of these women believe in witchcraft. If you meet a woman and she believes in witchcraft, guys, just run away. That Shira 7 lady, sprinkle, sprinkle, that comes from witchcraft. Laura I Wish with the Canadian flag. Says, I volunteer. I'm a kickboxing instructor. Have you ever won against a man, Laura? She goes on further to say, I also need to have a group of women friends like this, because the people I talk to every day are not it. Wow, it appears that most women she knows in real life are sane, and that makes her angry. And here comes an elder queen, Star Oakland. Says, find the older women, honey. We want to help you, and we know stuff. None of the things men know. Ooh, she knows stuff that none of the things that men know? What exactly kind of secret matriarchal knowledge does she think she has that men don't have access to? She goes on further to say, find us, we got you. Ladies, if you find a crazy person like this, chances are they're not even going to be a woman. You're going to end up on a ranch stuck in some kind of creepy polycule. And if you know, you know. Another man chimes in. He doesn't even speak any words. It's just a photo of him laughing with the bear. Oh, man. Another woman who's showing the Hollywood influence. We ride at dawn. Real life isn't a movie, ladies. Tina Turban chimes in. The rage has been bubbling at a simmer since 2016. I'm ready. Oh, yeah. A lot of these women are still angry that their goal to replace the patriarchal-led America with a matriarch, a female president, has failed back to back. But they're not willing to admit that the majority of women also voted for a man. Another man, Thomas the Tank Engine, with an MMA tag to his name, says, I'm not worried. Now, I found this comment to be quite interesting. A lot of the other female if you look at them, they have the little heart sign showing that the creator has liked the comment. You can also see when I like your comments, guys, you can see that there's this little circle badge showing that I've liked your comment from the creator, right? Notice with this comment from Vishkara, she says, one of our first priorities needs to be aid to the women of the Middle East and Africa. And notice how this white lady did not like that one comment. She liked all the other comments, but she didn't like that one. She ain't fighting no men in the Middle East or Africa. The kind of man she has in her mind when she's thinking about fighting men, I guarantee you, is some kind of nice guy beta male, like those try guys. When this woman over here is making these threats, she's thinking about a weak beta male like that. Once you mention Middle East and Africa and she starts thinking about what those men look like in her head from everything that she's seen, she knows she's not fighting those guys. Rage the Yoni says, let's organize. I'm so serious. Okay, let's break away from the jokes for a second. This woman is making a video talking about deleting, torturing, and maiming men in a serious, organized way. And this comment is saying, let's organize, I'm so serious. And this is being allowed on social media. Imagine if a man made a video like this and you had psychotic incels saying, oh, let's organize, quote unquote, I'm so serious. Not only would they be taken down, but the media would have picked this story up by now and it would be all over the news. And look, Heather says, where and when? These are all things that the FBI would take seriously if they were coming from a man. Oh my goodness. Jelly says, me, I'm in full-blown menopause and full of rage. Oh man. Oh fellas, watch out. She's full-blown menopause and full of rage. Beware her power. All right, with that, I gotta end the video. If you like the video, make sure to hit the like, guys. And oh yeah, make sure to hit that hype button. It's really helping small channels, and I do need to hit 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible and get my watch time up. So if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button, hit the hype button, and leave a comment. Let me know that you guys are seeing me, and let me know what you guys think. I love reading your comments, and this helps me get the motivation to make another video. New videos every week, as long as you guys keep rocking with me, keep leaving me comments, keep liking the videos, and keep watching them. See you soon for more Yellow King Talk.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy.